Hello, and welcome to my Half-Life 2 tutorial series. In this video, I will cover everything you need to know in the chapter Root Canal. ABH down the hallway, kill the guard with the baton if you have the crowbar, then break the top wooden plank and jump through the doorframe. Sprinting up the stairs, climb up the railing to avoid a guard, then hit up the next set of stairs, kill the guard and grab his gun. If you don't have the crowbar, sprint into the guard and let him hit you while pressing forward and left. This will allow you to pass through. Jump onto the top wooden plank and squeeze through the top right of the doorframe. Then climb up the stairs and avoid both guards. Head left, do a short ABH to the recycling bins, grab one, climb on top of the dumpster and put the bin next to the wall. Then do a wall climb until you reach the second window texture, and then jump onto the invisible wall over the fence. Walk or sprint down the invisible fence, turn left, and then walk, sprint, or ABH down the thin invisible wall. You then need to get down onto the right side of the tracks. There are several methods to do this. The safest is to get on the ceiling of the tunnel, then onto the raised concrete next to the lamppost, and onto the wooden pallet. If done correctly, you'll take no damage. It is possible to hit the pallet by jumping off the invisible wall and take no damage, but if you hit the pallet wrong, you can slide into the train and it'll kill you. And if you miss the pallet completely, you'll take 86 or 89 damage. A slightly safer but still quick method is to land on the train and then the pallet. You will take 50 damage hitting the train. If you're doing crowbarless, grab the flaming barrel and put it next to the guard at the top of the stairs. The gun will land opposite of where the barrel explodes. Putting the barrel on the left of the guard will cause the other two barrels to the left to catch fire and explode. If you are using the crowbar, shoot the barrel, then sprint past the first guard and shoot the second. Sprinting up the stairs, grab the top box and toss it, or keep it for a faster upcoming wall climb. Heading down the stairs, if you have the box, head to the end of the platform on the left, jump, turn 180 degrees and do a wall climb. Follow it up by sprinting over one of the concrete support beams. If you don't have the box, wait for the train to stop or pass you by. If it stops, you can jump onto the train, but because it's experiencing superphysics deformation, or SPD, you will slide around. After getting off the train on the next side, grab the suit power-up and a box, then do a wall climb. ABH or ASH to the building, fall down onto the underside edge or wheel of the tank car, or onto the right boxcar, fall onto the ground and sprint into the loading zone behind you. Avoid passing the chain link fence because you will fall down a hole you can't get out of without reloading a save. Accelerated side hopping, or ASH, is a modified version of ABH. To do an ASH, jump and look 45 degrees to either your right or left, hold backwards and then hold your right or left key. If you're looking right, hold your left key. If you're looking left, hold your right key. Then use your mouse wheel to jump right before you hit the ground. A couple benefits of ASHing are that you can see where you are going, and if you are going too fast, you can slow down but still keep some speed. By waiting a small amount of time after hitting the ground and then jumping, you can slow down while keeping some momentum. The biggest downside to ASHing is that you don't accelerate as quickly as ABHing. After loading the next map, jump onto the pile of rubble, then onto the edge of the train's connector and climb up the rest of the train. ASH on the trains, and then, if you're low on health, grab a box and wall climb to the left of the oil tanker. If you have 50 or more health, go to the raised wall with the blood smeared on it and wall climb there. Another strategy is to skip the boxes entirely, jump onto the small pipe coming out of the blood-smeared wall without sprinting, and then jump onto the small walkway. Sprint to the left and jump over the first guard and shoot the second. Sprint jump onto the concrete pipe, then sprint jump over the gap to the next pipe, jump over the last pipe, and fall onto the ground to avoid the barnacle. If you do fall, however, you can jump back onto the concrete pipe, or you can avoid the barnacle's sticky tongue by sliding around it, but you will probably get trapped. If you don't have the crowbar, and you also don't have 6 or more bullets, reload your last save. Head left, then ABH through the tunnel, turn your camera right when the tunnel gets lighter to land on the raised concrete and skip jumping onto the walkway. Then sprint down the tunnel and try and jump onto the rightmost supply crate to break it. If you don't break it, it will take 1 to 7 pistol shots to open. When barrels come down, grab them and toss them away from the closed pipe. After the 5th one comes down, shoot to blow it and the other barrels up. Then climb up the newly opened pipe, ABH or sprint through the tunnels, turn right, ASH on the garbage bin, sprint left, jump over the wooden planks on the right from the pile of rubble, and go into the tunnel while grabbing a barrel. If you're low on health, there's an ammo crate next to a barrel that can be blown up with 3 pistol shots. Holding onto the barrel, slide down the far left side of the wall, head to the left side of the next wall, and hold your barrel above your head to give to the barnacle. Sprint towards the opening that the barnacle gives you and jump out the small hole. A safer strategy is to drop the barrel when you enter, grab an explosive barrel to your left, toss it, and when a barnacle grabs it, shoot it twice until it gets to the top, then blow it up with a 3rd shot. Before entering the water, be sure to hit your sprint button and hold it while you go left and stay underwater. Climbing up the ladder, jump, and before you hit the water, sprint. Then diving down, go up and crouch to get on top of the wooden planks. If you don't make it up, head left and climb up the angled platform. Then sprint, jump, and crouch where the health and ammo are over to the other side. If you do make it up, ABH into the tunnel, but stop when you get to the end. Jump left onto the concrete, and then sprint jump into the tunnel. If you fail the sprint jump into the tunnel, do a wall climb with one of the concrete blocks. It is possible, but difficult, to ABH into the tunnel and then keep your speed into the next map. ABH through the tunnel and look left 90 degrees when you see the tunnel getting brighter. If done correctly, you will get over the railing and onto the raised concrete. If you don't, head to the right onto the raised dirt and sprint jump onto the pallet. Jump over the garbage and ABH or sprint to the brick wall. The other option is to sprint jump while on the sheet metal to the raised concrete and jump over the railing there. Jump over the barrels and wall strafe on the right wall. To do a wall strafe, hold forwards and either right or left, depending on where the wall is. This will give you a boost in speed. Shooting the explosive barrel, head over and grab the other explosive barrel if you don't have the crowbar. Toss it next to the wooden planks and blow up the barrel. If you do have the crowbar, sprint past the barrel, crouch, and break the lowest plank. Inside there are 2 ammo caches and a health cache. The first you can get is by doing a wall climb with a barrel in the left corner where you came from. The second is across the wooden bridge and to the left. You can either break these with your feet by tossing them down and jumping on them, shooting them with your pistol, or just breaking them with a crowbar if you have it. Wait for the NPC to start climbing down before grabbing the ammo and health. He won't continue if you're at the same height as him. There's also a ladder in the back right corner of where you came in. Head to the right corner where the door is, and when the manhacks come through, wait a second until they pass, then run or ABH down the hall. Open the gate, jump, crouch, and grab the top wooden box and toss it into the manhack. Do the same with the next box. Sprint a short distance, start jumping over the barrels and boxes, then shoot the burning barrel and sprint out of the hall. Head right, then left, open the gate, toss the barrel and box to the right, open the second gate, and if you have the crowbar, break the pallet. If you don't have the crowbar, enter the hall, then sprint jump and crouch over the pallet. If you're having trouble, you can break the pallet with 17 pistol shots. ABH down the tunnel to the right wall to avoid the guards, or shoot the barrel to the left twice, wait for the guard to drop, then blow him up with the burning barrel. Pick up the SMG and kill the other 2 guards. Jumping onto the spinning water gate, head left and sprint before entering the water. Head to the bottom and go through the tunnel to the end. While heading up, turn 180 degrees and jump up to the hall. Then sprint jump and crouch onto the side of the curved wall and jump onto the pipe. Entering the small room, grab the SMG if you don't already have it and glide against the left side of the wall. A safer way to get through the room is to head right, grab an explosive barrel, and blow up the barnacles. Heading up the pipe again, sprint and shoot the wooden planks, drop down into the water, and sprint before entering the water. Head left, Climb up the ladder, sprint over the rubble on the right, then ABH down the tunnel. If you have low health, there are a couple of health kits inside the hall on the right. Opening the gate, head up the stairs, sprint down the hall and shoot the grate with your SMG. Crouch through and land on top of the grate. Making sure to be at the back of the grate, shoot it and grab a barrel. Then toss it down the ladder, head down the ladder, turn on your flashlight, go to the other side of the room, and do a wall climb near the white pipe. After you get to a good height, climb on top of the white pipe and drop down into it by holding forward. If you're having trouble with the manhack stopping your wall climb, shoot the barrel at the top of the metal mesh, and then kill the ones under the mesh quickly. Sprint down the tunnel, jump and turn 180 degrees to grab the ladder. Climb up the ladder and either sprint crouch jump from the ladder or sprint crouch jump across the gap. Sprint down the hall and then climb up the ladder and jump off it over the fence. ABH down the water hall, or land on the edge of the tunnel and do a wall strafe. Jump crouch onto the ledge, and on the right there is a small patch of ammo and health if you need it. Then sprint down the hallway. Sprint jump crouch and grab the box and toss it into the manhack, and do the same with the next one. Jump onto the ladder and walk around the scaffolding and drop down. ABH or sprint through the tunnel, drop down, and grab the health. Then ABH or ASH through the tunnel and sprint through. Grab the barrel, do a small wall climb onto the fence, then sprint jump over the wall, head right and ABH to the left down the hall. If you mess up the jump, head left and sprint through the electrified train car, grabbing the slides with the Jumping onto a barrel, tip it on its side and grab it. If it's close to you, head to the edge of the gate, drop into the radioactive waste, back up to the right of the gate, and drop the barrel. If it's far away from you, do the same thing, but instead of going into the waste, just have your back to the edge of the wall. Enter the airboat and have the right side of the inflated air tank hit the barrel and get over the gate. Driving the airboat, head right over land and aim for the 4 black dots. Looking up when an airboat hits that part of the wall, exit to get onto the walkway, and open the gate. Re-enter the airboat and head down the tunnel. If you're using an external timer, split when you hit the loading zone for the next map. Good luck and have fun.